Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So I am going to link my reaction video to the trailer in the video description below for those of you who missed it. And this video is going to be about stuff from the blog post, the EA website, as well as some new screenshots. So let's get started. First, we'll go over the blog post. It starts off by saying, "Welcome to Evergreen Harbor, the sustainable city of your dreams. Join your fellow collaborative makers and sustainability activists in The Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle Expansion Pack, coming to PC, Mac, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 on June 5th, 2020. How will you play to change?" So that's pretty cool. For the first time with The Sims 4, we're having parity between PC and console for an expansion pack release. Next it says, "Change the world. In Evergreen Harbor, every action you take and decision you make influences the state of the world around you. The cleaner Evergreen Harbor gets, the more you'll see nature thriving. You determine whether the skies are smoggy or clear enough to see the aurora borealis glimmering above, not in your kitchen. Let garbage pile up on the streets of your neighborhood or clean it up to create lush green walking paths in town. It's up to you. Upgrade your home. New updates in Build By encourage going green too. For the first time, you can offset your bills with wind turbines, solar panels, and dew collectors. Reduce your eco footprint and invest in a living rooftop for a splash of bright color. Inside, choose between gorgeous new furniture, sustainably made of course, or upcycle someone else's junk into beautiful items." I don't know if I just didn't see it in the trailer, but I did not realize dew collectors are also in there, so that is pretty cool. They can live off the land and, well, they can truly live off the grid, I guess. So that's good. It is really odd. I think they should have saved the off-the-grid loft trait to go with an update alongside this pack instead of island living. And that is good, even though I could glean from the trailer that, yeah, you could let your town be really trashy if you wanted to be. The blog post does confirm in words that, yes, you can definitely go that direction if you want to. Next, we have Make or Break It. Speaking of reclaiming and repurposing things, why don't you check out a new job as a maker? As you go around town, keep an eye out for collectibles and materials for your next project. Brave Sims might try dumpster diving for resources like dyes, bits and pieces, and ingredients, as long as they don't mind the smell. Choose the freelance crafter career to fill mail and internet orders for your candles, fizzy juices, upcycled objects, and more. Or try to encourage your neighbors to vote for a community maker space where you can all craft together. Use your voice. Unused community spaces are going to waste, literally as a dump. Rally your neighbors to decide how to use it. To get that maker space, you're going to need support. Want a shared planting space with vertical gardens instead? Vote for it. Every week, you can join your new community in voting for a neighborhood action plan. Transform the shared lot, promote the performing arts, suggest a weekly workout, demand an upcycling initiative, or explore the many other options on the board. Just know that you could end up wearing a paper bag on your head if things go sideways. Yeah, that confused me. I remember seeing that when I watched the trailer for the second time. I was like, wait, what? Just seemed so random. And I'm glad to know what's actually in those bottles now. Fizzy juice. Okay. I've been saying before that we need more drinks that are not just alcoholic bar drinks, you know, like just more regular stuff. So I'm glad to see it. I also like the fact that we are getting a new freelance career. I think that was one of the best free additions to the game in 2019. So it's good that we're getting another one. I just hope that it's not as glitchy as the fashion photographer one in Mosquito stuff, because I had a really difficult time playing that one for a good while. Now let's move on to the key features listed on Eco Lifestyle's page. Sustainable living. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Produce your own electricity and water with solar panels, wind turbines, and dew collectors, or grow your own food in a new vertical garden to really control your impact on the world. Extremists might scrounge through the dumpster too, to get their next buggy treat or components for a new creation. Some of the items you collect can even be used to craft goods like fizzy juices and candles for your online store. Okay, I'm a little confused about that because, like, in the blog post they're saying, oh, they're internet orders, but we're already getting an online store with Plopsy and Nifty Knitting, which is actually the pack that's coming out after this one. But, yeah, that's a thing, apparently. But, yeah, bug eating confirmed. Not something I would do in real life, but I suppose there are some Sims in my game that would like doing that. Then we got collaborative community. Engage with your neighborhood through the new voting board to decide on different neighborhood action plans each week. Everyone in the community has a voice, so you have to push if you really want something. Team up with local crafters, activists, and technicians to build up support. And if you're not campaigning, why not explore being a civil designer to make the neighborhood a better place? Civil designer sounds like it's a new career, though normally they capitalize the first letter of each word if it's a new career. Maybe that's a misprint, but yeah, it looks like we're getting 2 careers then, not just the freelance one. The neighborhood action plan feature also intrigues me because it seems like it is a little bit more broad than just being about the environment. It is about other things because the blog post mentioned performing arts, so I guess in a way it is like the club rules from Get Together, but instead of it being about a clique of Sims, it's about bringing your neighborhood together. So as long as it's different enough, I don't think it's inherently bad that it can be compared to clubs. I think this could be an interesting way to give our Sims more personality in ways that maybe most of us did not really think about, because I know when I'm thinking about, oh, the Sims need more personality improvements, I'm thinking about things like turn-ons and turn-offs, or favorites, things like that that are more individual, but this is more of a group thing, so it could be interesting to see how this pans out. Next up is change the world. Every decision you make, what power sources you rely on, how you design your home, and which neighborhood action plans you vote for influences the state of the world, from smoggy skies to crystal clear water. If you don't take action, you might see nature retreat as junk accumulates around town. On the other hand, buildings bloom with more flora and green when trash is picked up and lots are kept clean. See, here's something I find interesting too. I don't know if I'm reading a little too deeply into this, I probably am, but it's interesting that they say, like, generally around town, not just saying, oh, Evergreen Harbor, the new world in this pack, so maybe we can affect all the worlds and not just the one. Maybe this will be integrated a bit more into the core game than Island Living was with its conservation stuff. Lastly, we got upcycle decor. Need to outfit a starter house on a budget? Do it basically for free by dumpster diving. Fish out a few pre-used items like a worn out mattress you can fix, or a lightly singed oven you can shine up. Even new furniture and clothes are sustainably made from reclaimed materials for a fabulous look. Repurpose fabric, technology, and many other objects to decorate your home and fill out your wardrobe. I like the idea behind this because instead of just yanking out whatever objects you want from Build Buy, you can have your Sims look for objects by dumpster diving and upcycling, so you have a more realistic way of doing that, and it's also gameplay that can really be nice, especially for your Sims that are living the more lower class sort of lifestyle. Now we've got some renders and screenshots to go through, so thank you to EA for sending these over to me. First up is the cover art. So I like the icon. I think it's pretty cute with the light bulb, and then it actually has a leaf in the center of it, going with that whole eco-friendly theme. I like the Sims in the render. I think my favorite one is on the right. I love that hairstyle. But I also love the hairstyle on the sim in the middle. And it is interesting. The outfit that she's wearing reminds me of Island Living a little bit, where there's a jacket, but then there is the tank top underneath. Next up is this render that I assume we are going to be seeing on the main menu screen, as we do when we get a new game pack or an expansion pack. There's a new render that we see. So I like the look of this one. You have this community space with the Sims doing all these different activities, and then you have the eco-friendly homes in the background, as well as some of the industrial stuff. Now we're moving on to the in-game screenshots. So this is a side-by-side comparison for the suburban parts of Evergreen Harbor, where you have how it is when it's polluted versus when it's green. So I find this quite interesting, seeing the differences and just comparing between the two. But I have a concern here, because how many of the lots here are playable? Because I think that just might be the greenhouse that's on the right. Because the houses that are to the left, they seem to have that level of detail that backdrop houses have. So, oh no. Are we getting another thing like Mirage Park in Del Sol Valley, where it's like, look at all these houses, and here's 3 of them. You can play in 3 of these lots. Oh god, please. Can we not have something like that again? I also find the area in front of the train station is a little dull. It looks slightly better in the green version, I think, because you have the plants growing up the side, but in the front, there's just not much going on at all. How about some benches, or a food stand, or something? I just feel like there should be more there. It's just one of those things where I guess they just are trying to be friendlier to lower end computers, but then as a result, you have a world that feels a bit less alive than it should be. Next up, we have this screenshot here. So this is displayed alongside the collaborative community section that mentions the civil designer career. So I guess that sim on the right is supposed to be employed in that career, and then she's giving this proposal to another sim that, oh, maybe we can make our neighborhood a better place if I come up with this contraption here. And the sim on the left is like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that would definitely make our neighborhood more green. You should get on that right now, and maybe I'll make one too. Next is this screenshot, which you can basically title Get Crafty, because it looks like that's basically what it is. These 3 different types of crafting, where you have the candle maker in the foreground, and then on the right hand side you have the sim that's doing the upcycling, and then on the left side you have the sim that is doing the well, I'm not sure what you call it, but it is the crafting that's more like the get to work one with inventing stuff. And last but certainly not least, we have this screenshot of a family, and there's definitely more to unpack here. I love the new couch and the chair that has some Simlish text on it. I'm not sure what it translates to. And I love this new coffee table that's in front of what I'm assuming are the husband and wife. And all the clutter, I think, looks really nice too. And they're enjoying one of the new fizzy juices. I wonder what flavor this is. It is too light to be some sort of fizzy blueberries, so I don't think that's the case. But I'm looking forward to seeing what all the new flavors of this fizzy drink is supposed to be. And then there's the daughter that's playing with this new dollhouse. I think this looks really cool, and yay, something for kids. I'm not sure if the animations are going to be that different from the base game dollhouse, but yeah, I like the look of it at least. At least it is something a little bit different. And there's also a new TV. We can't see the front of it, but that is cool. It's a lot more of an old-fashioned TV. Is this maybe something that we can get from the upcycling bench? I'm guessing so. Overall, I do like seeing these features more explicitly stated in these blog posts and key features sort of things, because I think the initial announced trailer does not really sell the pack enough. Like, I know usually there is a deep dive gameplay trailer that comes later, but first impressions matter. So I feel like they should focus less on storytelling and more about saying, okay, this is what the pack is, and this is why you're buying the pack if you want to get it. So I think it is a little bit better now for me, but I'm still not fully convinced that this is worth $40. It might end up being better than Island Living, at least, and maybe it will integrate better into the core game than that expansion pack did. But I don't know. I'm still not sure yet. Hopefully a gameplay trailer can convince me a bit better, but from what I remember, the gameplay trailer of Discovery University was also very storytelling oriented, so I don't know if it'll be the same thing. I'm guessing it probably will be. I just really hate the idea that this type of pack that I've wanted for so long is being stretched into an expansion pack instead of a game pack, and possibly turns out to be the worst received of them all in the life cycle of The Sims 4 so far. I really hope that's not what happens in the end. And that wraps up another Sims info and thoughts video. So feel free to let me know in the comments section below, what do you think of everything that we've seen of eco lifestyles so far? And be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.